Okay guys, you're back here today with Anthony X over by the First Alarm and Allied Security offices. Doing a quick audit. Make sure to pound that like button, make sure to follow or subscribe, and remember guys, no bootlicking. Let's do this. Let me get some shots too real quick.
How's it going?
Nothing, just getting some shots. I saw you getting some shots, so I wanted to get some too.
Yeah, I'm doing my vehicle inspection.
Nice. All right, stay safe.
You too now. This is how you do it.
It is. Got to get in there, every little nook and cranny. I can tell this guy takes pride in his job, not harassing me. That's what you want to see from an individual that's securing places. Their job is to, do security, not to harass people. For this guy from Allied Security, I'm going to give him a thumbs up so far. Looks like we got an Allied Security officer. You can see from his uniform hanging going into here. So I'm guessing they're both owned by the same companies. Good job, good job. All right, private property, but it is technically a warehouse complex. There's no sign saying no trespassing. Let's walk in there and see what happens. I'm a little nervous, I ain't gonna lie. So as you can see, there's multiple businesses here. Don't see why I can't be here. Just checking it out. Looks like public access. It's almost like they knew I was here. Right when they pulled up, it's hard to see, but they were recording me. Have a good day, brother.
Curiosity, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just working on a story. I'll be on. You've been cordial, so I'll let you know. I'm working on a story, just getting some photos of the outer perimeter of the building.
And the story
I normally don't disclose that kind of information, but you asked nicely, so I'll let you know.
And the story is pertaining to?
Well, I can't disclose what that would be right now. It would jeopardize the integrity until I publish it. Other than that, though, I don't answer any questions. I did give you a freebie, let you know what I'm doing. No harm, not breaking any laws, and have no ill will against anyone. Just so you know that, as a courtesy.
Where would one expect to see this information?
I can't disclose that right now. However, if you'd like to give me your name or number or email, whatever works best for you, after I publish it, I'm more than happy to give you a link to it. I'm not going to hide it. I just can't disclose it right now. Or if you have like I said, an email, cell phone, text, whatever works for you. I'm flexible. Is that a no?
Is it pertaining to the alarm business or the guard business?
Once again, I can't disclose any information, but if you would like, I can definitely give you a link to the story afterwards.
I can run down a line of questions.
No, definitely. I'm an easygoing person. I'm definitely, willing to, disclose some information after it's posted. No problem.
When do
You haven't even told me your name or your role here. Do you have, are you just a citizen walking by concerned?
No, I work here.
Okay, so what?
But I was, someone alerted me that they were concerned about your...
So the lady over there, she mentioned she was going to call the owner, so I'm guessing you're the owner then.
It's a corporation. So
Corporation, yeah, I know you're out of state, since you guys merged, I understand that you guys are out of state. I understand that.
Well, I think we're very local, but again...
All right, other than that, though, I'm going to get back to work. I appreciate your time and have a wonderful day. And I'll ask one last time, other than that, do you want to give me an email or something that I can send you the link to it afterwards, or?
Just running through my thoughts at the moment.
Okay, well, if you change your mind, I'll be here for another 15, 20 minutes. And like I said, I'm a nice guy. I have no ill will against anyone. And if you do want that link to the story, I'm more than happy to share it afterwards. How's it going?
Not bad. How you been?
Good, good.
I see you've been making the rounds.
I am. You have a good memory.
I can't forget you.
Good, appreciate it.
It's a First Amendment right audit. That's
Definitely, definitely. I'm glad my work is being noticed.
It is being noticed.
So the only reason I'm back, and since you already know who I am, we had an interaction back in the day.
Yeah.
Is I did some research at one point, and I respected what you said. You told me that this was private.
Right.
And if you recall, saying it was private the whole road, I did some research with the city. The first 200 feet of this road is actually not private. It belonged at one point to Caltrans. They relinquished it to the city. The city did not accept it. But right now, it doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to the residents. It's public access.
Which I believe.
And I did a measurement. I used a digital measurement from the street and I could be off by a few feet, but to right about there, that's only about 40 feet. Okay. So I can technically go even past where that phone wire is. That's all public right there. I just wanted to come and, share that information because I was a little unhappy that you guys were, misinformed and telling citizens they can't be here on the street.
Well, no.
And honestly, if you wouldn't have said that, I wouldn't even be back here a second time.
Well, notice we don't even have an objection. I know who you are.
Well, you did have an objection at the time. You told me that this was private. You guys were misinformed maybe by your management or
right, but
corporate.
It was also the fact that you were filming people. We were like, this is just odd.
Yeah, Google Earth drives by. You guys got cameras. When I walk by your building and you got cameras, if you record me, there's no expectation of privacy in public, brother.
I think the difference is Google Earth drives by.
But when you have
cameras catch people driving by, you're stopping and
so like
staring.
whenever you go into a grocery store, a liquor store, a gas station, an intersection, there's cameras everywhere.
So I mean,
I can understand if I was hiding up in the bush, if I had Kevlar on, if I had night vision, that'd be a little suspicious. Not illegal, but a little suspicious.
We know you've been coming back for the past 3 days. We
Yes.
saw you on Saturday, saw you
Yes.
on Sunday. You're
And I didn't
today.
see you on it was not Saturday, it was actually Sunday, I believe. I could be wrong.
No, it was Saturday.
Was it Saturday?
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Well, I didn't see you that
We
day.
saw you even go across the lot on the other private
Yes,
property, and I was like, oh,
actually, it's not private. I mean, well, it is private. Oh, sorry, it's
property.
private, but it's how do you say public access? Because there's multiple businesses there. And there's
the
actually
businesses are closed on Saturday.
there's actually a sign saying there's some property for lease. So I wanted to take a look back there. I might be interested.
That's cool, actually.
Yeah,
Well,
can always use some good office space with some good neighbors.
there you go. Well, what do you know? Even security that stops by, kind of.
Yeah, and honestly, and just to give you guys a heads up, all your security that I interacted with that day were very cordial. They were very professional. So definitely a thumbs up to those guys.
Yeah. We did some modifications on training.
Perfect. That's all we ask. That's all we ask.
Much appreciated, though.
Definitely.
Well, you stay safe, sir.
You too.
So I have a
Take care.
question, since you're claiming this to be public property.
I don't know if it's public property. Like I said, it's kind of a gray zone, but it's public accessible. And you can do a GIA report. The first 200 feet don't belong to the people there. They don't belong to anyone.
So, again, let's go in a little more detail because this is all news.
I really can't hear you. You're going to have to speak up a little.
I said this is all news to me.
Okay.
So where did you find this information again?
Well, it's public record. You can actually go to, I can't remember if City Works, but over by the court building, the building I was at, it's all public works. They have everything on file. So basically, to give you a little information, at one point when they were expanding the freeway, I can't remember the year, but it was a long time ago.
Correct.
Caltrans owned the 200 feet of this. They no longer wanted it for whatever reason. I didn't get into that information. I haven't contacted Caltrans. They relinquished, is what I guess the official term, the property to the city. The city, from what I talked to, I actually spoke with the city as well. They said they did not want to accept it, so it's kind of a weird gray zone. They said technically if there's a pothole.
So let's back up a little.
Sure.
So this is not city jurisdiction.
Doesn't belong to you. I can be here just as much as you can. The first 200 feet. You can argue it all you want. I guarantee it.
I'm not arguing.
I actually spoke with the sheriff the same day we spoke with this gentleman right here. The sheriff actually called me and they actually told me, and I have his number back at home, but he actually told me it was kind of silly they were calling, and he said they weren't going to do anything. You're welcome to call the sheriff because that's their jurisdiction on there, but they're going to tell you the same thing. They can't do anything about it. Because it's why? Because it's legal. Now, if I was on your property behind those gates, you have every right to trespass me, but you have to give me a warning first because there's no sign saying I can't enter. I could walk in there right now. Obviously, if you told me not to, then I couldn't. But if I walked in there right now without you saying anything, then you could say, hey, you have to leave. You'd have to give me a warning, and then I could go.
I would advise you to do a little more homework. I'm not going to stand out here and debate with you.
Oh, okay.
You have made several misstatements, and I'll just leave it at that.
Well, let me ask you this one. I'll also ask one question only, if you can give me that courtesy. And you don't have to answer. It's a free country.
Okay.
So when you say I've made several statements or maybe misleading, do you feel that I'm on private property? Being on this sidewalk under only about 40 feet from the road, and there's a sidewalk.
The distance from the road to me makes no difference. No,
So what you're saying is it's private just because you want it to be private.
No, I didn't say that.
So my question is, am I allowed to stand right here?
I have been to court over this piece of property
Okay.
more than once.
What has the court told you?
That it's private.
So they're wrong.
It could be. I'm not saying there's been a lot of back and forth on this whole stretch through here.
Right.
But the last time I was in any legal body, this was private. If it has changed, you're trying to go.
It hasn't changed at all. They just
You're-
probably weren't
okay.
informed properly.
You're trying to go back to the 50s, late 40s. I was here then. So.
Oh, I've been around for almost 40 years myself, brother.
Well, I got you beat by it. So anyway, I just don't agree with you. I have my opinion. You're going to stick to yours.
Well, you said it's an opinion. You're telling me that this is private, so there's one way to find out. Call the sheriff, see if they kick me off it.
The sheriff wouldn't know.
Exactly, because they can't, because it's legal for me to be here. That's my point.
They don't know.
Bill wanted to ask you something.
Talk to Bill, have him. And honestly, if I'm making a mistake, I'm a man of honor. You show me a paper that says I'm legally not to be here, I will never be here again. I'm a man of honor.
I appreciate the honesty.
On there.
Thanks, Anthony.
All right, take care, buddy. The walk of shame, guys. Okay, guys, as you saw, the gentleman in the blue shirt, which we had the interaction with on our first visit here several months ago, It seems like he's been educated. He didn't try to violate my rights. He was a little more understanding. I'm going to give him a thumbs up. However, the gentleman in the pink shirt, the older guy, not sure if he's a CEO, the owner, the manager, he was quite honestly not aware of reality. He's telling me that the sidewalk is private property, guys. I'm going to give him a thumbs down. My overall interaction for this visit, neutral. It seems like the security guards have been trained better. The manager in the blue shirt was more cordial. Just the owner needs to be educated, guys. That's what this is all about, education. Not just exposing tyrants, but education, guys. Make sure to pound that like button. Make sure to follow or subscribe. Make sure to share this video. See you guys next time. Oh yeah, and no bootlicking. Thought I forgot, didn't you?